In a world where dreams meet reality, there exists a place where your business can flourish. That place is Shopify. Imagine having the power to craft your online store with tools that make it as easy as a gentle breeze. Whether you're an artisan of handmade wonders, a creator of digital treasures, or a curator of the latest trends, Shopify stands by your side. With its customizable templates, seamless integrations, and support that's always there, your dream store is just a heartbeat away. Join millions of visionaries around the globe and let Shopify guide you on your journey. Visit roguemedianetwork.com/Shopify. That's roguemedianetwork.com/SHOPIFY. And embark on your free trial. Shopify, where your commerce dreams come to life.
I am Professor Knowledge. Welcome to my classroom. Facts provided by historyfacts.com. Subscribe to their newsletter to receive daily history facts in your email. Here is today's useless history. Five strange traditions of the British monarchy. Britain is a nation of many strange old traditions, from cheese rolling and wife carrying to mayor weighing and possibly the world's most brutal ball game. Then there's the British royal family, an almost endless source of quirky behavior and bizarre rituals. Some of these are well known, at least among Brits, such as the use of the majestic plural, better known as the royal we Queen Elizabeth I often used we to refer to herself, and the monarch's custom of having two births. Other odd traditions of the British royals are less well known, despite having existed for centuries. Here are some of the strangest, involving everything from swans to ravens to parliamentary hostages. Swans are ceremonially counted on the River Thames. Since medieval times, the British monarch has had certain rights when it comes to the country swans. The king has the right to claim any swan swimming in open waters unmarked, if he so wishes, explained David Barber, who served as Queen Elizabeth I's swan marker and actual position in the royal household that dates back to the 12th century. To this day, an annual census of the swans takes place on a stretch of the River Thames. The 5-day journey upriver, known as swan-upping, features a fleet of traditional rowing skiffs, led by the swan marker. The royals once considered swans a delicacy, but swan-upping is now focused on conservation and education rather than any culinary considerations. A member of Parliament is taken hostage when the monarch visits. Back in the 17th century, King Charles I had a contentious relationship with Parliament. It didn't end well for Charles, who was executed for high treason in 1649. As the story goes, the king feared for his own safety every time he visited the legislative houses, and so he decided to take a hostage who would be held at Buckingham Palace as insurance until his safe return. The tradition has continued to the present day. Every year, when the monarch goes to the state opening of Parliament, a member of Parliament is symbolically held hostage at the palace, probably being served copious amounts of tea and scones until the king or sheriffs are appointed by pricking parchment with a sewing needle. Apart from the crown itself, the oldest secular office in the United Kingdom is the office of High Sheriff, which has existed for more than 1,000 years. These sheriffs or shire reeves were appointed each year by the monarch to maintain law and order within a shire or county. For centuries, these appointments have been marked on a parchment roll in an unusual fashion. Rather than use a pen or even a quill, the monarch instead pricks the parchment using a bodkin, a silver needle normally used for hand sewing. The practice is often said to have begun with Queen Elizabeth I, who supposedly chose to perforate the parchment while embroidering in the garden, simply because it was easier than using a pen. But this is a colorful myth, as a pricked sheriff's roll exists from the reign of Elizabeth's grandfather, Henry V. Pricking was likely favored for practical reasons. A pen mark could easily be erased with a knife, but a hole was far more difficult to hide or repair without someone noticing. 6 ravens must reside in the Tower of London to protect Britain. According to British legend, both crown and country will fall if the Tower of London's resident ravens ever leave their post. Various stories exist to explain this royal tradition, But the most pervasive legend comes from the 17th century and the reign of Charles E.Y. It is said that the royal astronomer, John Flamsteed, complained about the ravens interfering with his observatory work, prompting the king to order their elimination. But Charles was warned that should the ravens leave, a great disaster would befall the nation. Heeding this advice, the king decreed that ravens should be kept at the tower at all times. During World War II, the number of resident ravens decreased to just one, and when the war was over, officials ordered that their numbers be increased once again to 6. The Duke of Wellington's rent is the French flag. Every year since 1817, the presiding Duke of Wellington pays a visit to the king or queen to pay his rent. But instead of money, the Duke presents the monarch with the tricolor flag of. This strange tradition came about following the heroic efforts of Arthur Wellesley, first Duke of Wellington, at the Battle of Waterloo in 1815. Wellington's leadership was vital in the pivotal victory against Napoleon Bonaparte's French army, in a battle that marked the end of the Napoleonic Wars. For his efforts, Wellington was gifted Stratfield Say House, a country estate in Hampshire. To this day, the Duke continues to pay his symbolic annual rent of one French flag, a copy of the tricolor captured at Waterloo. In theory, the Duke and his family could be ignominiously kicked out of their property should the rent not be paid. For this reason, a spare copy of the flag is kept at Stratfield Say, just in case anything goes awry. Thank you for joining me in my classroom today. As always, you can find more useless history at roguemedianetwork.com or anywhere you get your podcasts.
This has been a Rogue Media Network production. In a world where dreams meet reality, there exists a place where your business can flourish. That place is Shopify. Imagine having the power to craft your online store with tools that make it as easy as a gentle breeze. Whether you're an artisan of handmade wonders, a creator of digital treasures, or a curator of the latest trends, Shopify stands by your side. With its customizable templates, seamless integrations, and support that's always there, your dream store is just a heartbeat away. Join millions of visionaries around the globe and let Shopify guide you on your journey. Visit roguemedianetwork.com/Shopify. That's roguemedianetwork.com/SHOPIFY. And embark on your free trial. Shopify, where your commerce dreams come to life.